That is hardcore.
This is hardcore shit.
But for me, it's harder and harder to resist.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hardcore Horror with Mike and Brigitte. This is our first episode of 2026. So we got lazy, got slack, and missed the whole month of January. Here we are in February, Brigitte.
February already. It's crazy.
All right. But it's time to kick it back in with some hardcore horror. And we're going to start up first with a guest. Who are we talking to tonight?
Yes, super excited. So we have someone special tonight. It's Josh Wynn with NC17 Productions. What's up, Josh?
Hey, man.
Not much. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. So NC17. So no, you have it. You're a podcaster too. So NC17 is a podcast that's been around for a few years, right?
Yeah. So we've been around for 3 years, and we primarily stick with the horror genre, but we're open to talking to anybody. So.
Okay, awesome. So your podcast, you've been doing that for a few years, and that's kind of opened up another door for you. So now you're kind of you're trying to become a filmmaker, right?
Yeah. So long story, but I'll make it real short if that's okay.
Yeah.
Podcaster, and then I was like, I want to make a movie, and we made a movie.
Okay.
That's usually how it goes, man. So this is the first movie you've made. You haven't made shorts, or you haven't been doing it for a while. You just kind of got the love of horror films and the genre and everything. And you said, why not just throw my hat in the ring and make my own, right?
Yeah, pretty much that's how it went. So I had a short story that I was just going to put in a book. Then I was like, to do it justice, there's people who don't like to read sometimes. So I wanted to make a short film, but then I was like, I want to get ambitious because everyone's telling me start short, start with a music video, a commercial, something like that. I've always been the ambitious type. So I was like, you know what? We're going to make a full feature film. We made a full feature film in 8 days on a budget of $800.
All right. It can be done. We know. So I'm going to back it up just a little bit. So tell us a little bit more about your podcast. You said it's horror, but you dabble in other genres too. Or just tell us a little bit about it.
All right. So the podcast actually, when I first started it, it was a wrestling podcast. But when you're on a wrestling platform and you're with 15 other wrestling shows, you kind of get lost in a shuffle. So I was like, let's kind of change it up a little bit. My first love is always going to be horror movies. So I was like, why don't I just start focusing on that? And me and Lisa Fidel, who is my co-host, who shows up periodically, we decided to just start doing NC17, and we are upwards to almost 300 different interviews, and it's fun. We like I say, we try to stick with horror, but we've interviewed artists, authors, painters, just anybody who wants to be seen. We try to help them get seen.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now your movie, tell us a little bit about your movie. So full feature film for your first movie, that's pretty big to start. That's crazy.
Yeah, I did the same thing too. I don't recommend it necessarily, but I did the same thing. But go ahead.
So it is a supernatural slasher. It is about a group of friends who they enter a horror contest to try to win a cash prize, which in order to win the cash prize, they got to stay in a haunted house. And let's just say the house really doesn't like guests.
Okay.
It is all practical effects, no CGI, no AI. It is 100% what you see is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this film. And it was an amazing cast and crew. And it wasn't an easy road, but the end product, which I think is going to be well worth it. So.
Okay, nice. So now you're in post-production.
Yes.
Okay.
Our premiere should be at the end of March or beginning of April, because we gotta just fine tune a couple things, and then the film's ready to be put out there.
Okay. All right. That's coming up pretty soon too. Now, do you have a trailer yet?
The trailer should be out within the next week or two. We wanted to kind of make things just right. So
yeah, for sure. For sure. Awesome. So no, once this comes out, will we be able to like watch it on YouTube, or are you on social media anywhere where we could find you?
So right now it is we're primarily on Facebook, which is Not Their Movie, but it will be going on Amazon Prime, and it would also be going on Tubi, and I'm probably going to put it on YouTube too, because I know that we are in hard times, and I want everybody to be able to see the movie. So
yeah, for sure. And tell me, did you tell us the name of the film? What's the name of the film?
It's called Not There.
Oh, Not There. Okay.
Any plans for physical media as well?
Oh yeah, we'll have DVDs and Blu-rays. Primarily, maybe after the premiere, we'll probably have the physical copies there, and then after there, they'll be online, which we are actively getting a website put up for the Not There movie.
Okay, cool, awesome, very cool. And now you're working on a sequel, or thinking about it? Is that true?
Actually, we are already the sequel is already cast. We have the full cast, returning members, and then new members, and then we are actually going to be filming in August of this year.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
So when you started making this movie, having never made one before, how did you go about it? Did you like get with people who've made movies before, read books, read tutorials, YouTubes? How did you start the process of kind of getting it all figured out, getting the ball rolling?
So when I first started, I was trying to, kind of just figure everything out on my own. But, I am not the type of person to be able to just say, I'm going to do this. I like to involve people. But through the podcast, I was able to meet a lot of, awesome people who they decided they wanted to help make this film. And, I was very grateful and humbled, and I still am to this day. And I had, I can name 3 people right off the top of my head that really helped. That was Caitlin Skinner, Marley Arnold, and Vincent Massey. The 3 of them really helped kind of hold the glue together and kind of mentor me into doing the right things and not mess things up.
Awesome. Where'd you film it at?
So it was filmed entirely here in Michigan. We were filming in Roseville, Redford, and Dearborn Heights. We actually got to film inside the very last video rental store in Michigan, which is called Occult 83.
That's nice. Yeah, very nice.
Oh. There was we filmed in November, so long cold nights and stuff like that. But to take on, it's a 2-hour movie too. So that in 8 days on an $800 budget was, if you'd have told me I'd have been doing that a year ago, I'd have told you were crazy. But a lot of dedication from the cast and crew, and I was right there in the trenches with them. There wasn't a day I was not on set. There was not a day where I wasn't making sure that they were taken care of. November in Michigan is always cold, so I was like, all right, we'll film, go get warm. We'll film, go get warm. I was definitely trying to my best to make sure everyone was accommodated and well taken care of, because that's like my number one rule is safety, both physically and mentally, of my cast and crew.
Yeah, of course. Do you have a big cast? Is it a small cast, or you have a lot of people?
So for the first one, we actually had upwards to 40 people, but before we got to filming, it was all the way down to like the top 16, not even top 16, the 16 people we had, and that's cast and crew. And they stuck it with me, and I'm forever going to be grateful for them. Part 2, we are upwards to 25, 26 characters. We got some good names coming too. Not too many that I don't want to announce none of the returning cast, but we also, like, a lot of the cast that we do have are first timers, because I like to try to push people as far as they can, not as far, but I try to help. If I'm a stepping stone for someone to reach their potential, I'm happy to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a pretty large cast for your first movie. I mean, that's a pretty large cast because it's, when you're doing these independent films, I mean, like if one person doesn't show up, I mean, it's just creates just so much chaos. So that's amazing that you pull that out with that many people. Yeah.
There were a lot of days where, it was like they were definitely trying days, but I do agree it was a large cast. My eyes got bigger than my my heart, and my heart got bigger than my eyes. I said that. You gotta forgive me. I'm sorry.
I know. But, yeah, I got you. yeah, all good. That's all good.
But yeah, so it was just crazy because I was like, I wanted everyone to be there, but the people who wound up sticking with me, they I ugly cry and they got to see that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. You find out who's really there for you when it comes down to filming, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Who's committed and who's not. So let's go back to social media. So I know a lot of our listeners are gonna they're gonna want to look up your podcast and they're gonna want to look you up on social media. So your podcast is NC17, and can you be found on like pretty much all the platforms?
We're on YouTube. It goes also on Facebook, but that's on my personal page. And then every now and then I'll post it on Instagram. I'm not so much on Instagram as I should be, but primarily it's YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, I used to have TikTok, but I don't have that no more. So.
Gotcha. No, that's okay. Is it just NC17 or is it NC17 and something behind it?
On YouTube, it should be just NC17, but some people can still find it under NC17 with Josh and Lisa.
Okay.
And now that name NC17. Now, is there a story behind that? Are you going for NC17 when you're making the movie?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, is this horror or
is that sort of the rating board your goal is, or is that just the name?
So people think NC17, they obviously think, that type of movie,
Yeah.
You're going to get all that and everything. I kind of wanted to push the envelope of NC17 as in blood and gore. So our mission statement, because that's a question that everyone asks, why NC17? Our mission statement is we don't exploit people's bodies, male or female. We don't show no nudity, none of that. We respect, and it's in all of our contracts, that is never going to be in any one of our NC17 movies ever. And I want to push the envelope and show that you can make what seems to be out of the realm in that same realm of A Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that. So,
okay, cool. So, all right, NC17. Now, what about your personal social media? Is it just can we find you just Josh Wynn?
Yep, Josh Wynn. If you look me up on Facebook, I'm also on Instagram. On Instagram, I think it's NC17 with Josh. But yeah, if Facebook is just Josh Wynn, and you'll see the NC17 logo. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Not There 1 and 2 also have their own Facebook pages too, which I gotta update those too.
And it's Josh Wynn, WYN, not WIN. You're WYN, correct?
Yep, it's WYNN.
WYNN. Okay, make sure we type it out right, or we won't find you. So
yes.
All right, awesome. No, we really appreciate you coming on here and talking about your movie. I mean, it sounds like you got some pretty exciting things happening. It's awesome.
Yeah, good luck with the premiere and everything. Hopefully it goes well, and you get to get it out there to the world, and everybody gets to check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else you got going on?
So I actually was in a movie last year. It premiered on YouTube briefly, like 10 seconds, but Creep Footage 3, which is, I got to promote this guy. Sorry. Creep Footage 3. It is a horror movie. It's a found footage kind of movie. And that's Kevin Jenserowski. That I would definitely tell everybody to follow him. He's a he's one of the reasons why I continue to do what I do, because I want to be kind of in the realm of what he does, but only not found footage. He's an amazing person. So,
What was his name again?
Kevin Jensorowski.
Okay, Kevin Jensorowski. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So definitely check him out then for sure.
Oh yeah. He also has cast me in part his next movie, which is his first full feature film, which is Rotten to the Core.
To the core. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Very
All right, cool.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I'm just I actually do got you guys want an exclusive? I am working on another film called 313 Slasher. The script is already done, and we plan on filming that sometime in the fall of this year after we're done filming Not There Too.
All right. So you're going now. Got the wheels turning. Yeah, keep them coming.
Excellent.
That's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations on your first film. That's amazing. That's a really, really big deal. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. So that's amazing.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I do want to tell you guys, I am fans of your show. I've been watching for a while.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's awesome.
Yeah. And I actually I found you guys on YouTube. I just typed in horror podcasts and you guys came up, and that's how I found you guys. So
it's awesome. We love us some horror movies around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's my love too. Horror. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You are good. Yeah. Well, we really appreciate it. We appreciate you coming on. It's really exciting about your movie, and we'll definitely have to stay in touch and check it out when it comes out for sure.
All right. Well, I'll invite you guys to the premiere once we have a date. If you guys want to come, you're more than welcome to come.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Okay.
All right, no problem. You guys, bye-bye. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right. Josh Wynn.
Wow, he's busy.
He's busy.
Yeah, I love that though. I mean, I've seen so many times where people do their first movie and then they're like, I need a break, or I don't want to do that ever again. He's like, come on, let's crank out another one.
Well, he's going from feature to feature to feature. I did my first movie, Brimstone, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe I need to do a few shorts. So I did. I did. That's when I did God's Hostage, and I did some other shorts that eventually became an anthology. But yes, I was like, whoa, that. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot. But yeah, NC17. Do you know that Seller's Secret on Apple is rated NC17? Did you know?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Who comes up with the ratings?
It's not me. I mean, whenever I submitted it, I'm sure I put mature, but it definitely wasn't me. But I think people just go, well, whatever's in it. Check.
I always wondered that. I always thought it was the director for some reason. But I guess that you can't make your own ratings.
In Hollywood, it's the MPAA. But,
right.
But yeah, as far as streaming, I assume it's just each individual channel that kind of just does their own thing. I would assume.
Gotcha.
Because either that or they're just looking at buzzwords and going, okay, this is going to flag it for this, maybe.
What do you think they'd rate? What do you think they'd rate One Last Ride Out?
Probably like a hard R. Maybe. They'd be in C, but then again, you never know.
Never know.
Well, and that's the thing too about a lot of Hollywood horror movies is they do get rated NC-17 at first, and then they have to do cuts to get scaled back to an R. And I think they're maybe a little bit more lenient now than they used to be, say maybe the 90s or 80s or whatever. But still, there's probably things.
I bet there's a lot of good things cut out from the MPAA.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, here we are, and here we are together. First time we've ever actually done a podcast together, right?
I think so. I think our very first one. I mean, this is back years ago, and this was audio only. I think our very first podcast when Tracy West was our
guest.
Oh,
right. Well, and we also did the interview one, but that was another audio one.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think this is our first time
together, especially in video. Yes,
yes,
absolutely. So we missed last month, So there's maybe some movies that we probably have watched, a few anyway. Anything else you got going on? Anything happening in horror? The horror indie world?
I can tell you one thing that Cirque du Freaks has so many conventions lined up for 2026. So you definitely want to check it out. We're constantly getting new merchandise. And if you've been to our booth before, you'll know that we have a lot of collectibles that are really hard to find because I am a treasure hunter. Cirque du Freaks, we work a lot of conventions in the Southeast. The best way to keep up with the conventions we're working is just go to cirquedufreaks.com and go to the events page. It's a fun little website too. You can see a lot of the celebrities that we meet. We're always meeting horror icons, and it's a lot of fun. And our booth, like, we get very creative. We make some pretty cool things too. Yeah, absolutely. What's your next one coming up? Our next one is, let's see, we've got Evansville Horror Con. It's at the end of February. So it's at the last weekend in February. So Evansville, Indiana. It's a really good convention. Just off the top of my head, I'm excited to, Devin Saul is going to be there. So I'm pretty excited to see him. Jack Osborne's going to be there. I know those two off the top of my head, but the celebrity lineup is really good. And I don't want to get it mixed up with any other ones because we have so many, but those two for sure. But Cirque du Freaks, go on the website, look at all the conventions we have lined up. There's some really good ones this year. Really, really good ones. I mean, we've got them back to back too. So,
all right, sweet.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know what all's been going on with horror. I've kind of been a little bit stagnant in it. What about you? Anything? Any horror news?
It's crazy to me that I remember texting you one day last month, and I was like, I'm just not excited about new horror movies right now. I'm not excited about anything new for 2026, and it's been kind of disappointing. And I noticed that a lot of what I've been watching, I've been doing a lot of rewatches and a lot of shows. I've been watching a lot of shows too. So yeah, if you guys are excited about any horror movies coming out in 2026, please drop a comment below. But let me know that I haven't seen anything that I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out.
Well, I'm excited about one movie.
Which one is it?
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
I want to know.
We'll talk about that one in a little bit. You probably already know. So this year we have we just had one, and we'll have another one. 3 Friday the 13th this year.
Yes.
This year. So
there's
3 ways to celebrate Jason and horror and all that. As far as TV shows, there is a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV show coming out.
Oh yeah, I don't know about
being
this.
Developed. Okay. Yeah, and of course they're making. I think they've already wrapped production on the Jason, the Camp Crystal Lake one, but that one I think might let people down, and because they've already said it's not going to really have Jason in it, because obviously it's a prequel. So all it could really have at all is just him when he was a child,
right? And the mom, of course.
So that alone makes it a different.
It needed a different angle. I feel like
it is a totally different sort of genre. I would say, even to a degree, it's not like a hack and slash kind of. I wouldn't think kind of a deal. So will it be good? Will it not? I don't know. But A24 has the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they're making a TV show, which is supposed to be like a TV show that goes into a movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's different.
So
we'll see.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I feel like everything's trying to go to shows now.
It's so crazy. I was just thinking that. So I'm sitting here going, okay, you've got like Chucky. They have a Chucky show. It's been out for a few years.
I think that one's been canceled now. But
I heard that there's a lot of people disappointed in it. I only watched like the first few episodes, so I can't speak on that one. But there was back in the day, there was a Nightmare on Elm Street show. That's actually good. I used to watch that a lot.
You talking about Freddy's Nightmares?
Yeah, you just watched it not too long ago, didn't you?
That's old school.
It's old school, but they always take these really good horror movies and if they're so good, they'll turn them into shows.
Well, Friday the 13th already had one.
They did,
but it was an anthology show that had nothing to do with Jason.
I think I remember that.
I watched that when I was little. It was that and Tales from the Dark Side and all that stuff.
I was gonna say Tales from the Crypt, but
well, Tales from the Crypt was HBO, but these two
yeah,
was like you could watch them just on regular television. I think maybe like UPN or Fox or something.
yeah.
So it was those two, and they would play like in the middle of the evening or something, you know,
Oh, that's
back to
great.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe even sometimes late at night in the weekend. But yeah, those shows were pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
were for what they were, especially at the time period.
Tracy was telling me, so I'll talk about the Scream movies here shortly, but he was telling me, he goes, did you know there's a Scream show?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no.
3 seasons. That's what I did.
But have you seen them?
I watched every one of them.
Are they
So
how old are these? I don't even know.
They came out on MTV back in the day. So yeah, it was an MTV show. They're okay.
Okay.
They're not canon with the movies, so you don't have to watch them.
Yeah.
The problem with the first 2 seasons, that even though they're pretty decent, is the mask has changed. It's not the same mask.
Oh.
So it looks totally different.
Different. It's a different shape. Like
yeah.
not even just a different color.
Yeah. Like,
it's just a completely. It's not Ghostface.
It's not Ghost. Like it doesn't look anything like. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, again, it's sufficeable as a show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put it with the Scream movies, but and then the third one, it was kind of weird because the third one, I think it went from MTV to VH1, and then they actually brought in the Scream mask, and Roger Jackson did the voice for that season.
Okay.
And it still isn't great, and it still isn't canon either. But it's okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you really love the franchise like I do, I mean, maybe worth a watch.
You're right about the shows though, because when I'm going anything Netflix, HBO Max, whatever, I think Tubi's the only one. It's recommended shows. I'm like, I'm a movie person.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer movies. I do like shows, but you're right. I feel like everything is going to shows right now.
Yeah, it's a weird sort of thing. I'm not sure, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think if this Camp Crystal Lake doesn't do well, and then maybe the TNC, then that might just end it. But if they do
and Welcome to Derry, that's another one.
Welcome to Derry it did end up being a really good show.
It did. Like, once they exposed Pennywise,
that was it. And I tell you, I was about to drop that show almost because I was like, this is kind of boring me.
Yeah.
But it really did end up very well.
It did. Yeah. When it took off, it took off.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're going to do a sequel to that one because it was very successful. So yeah, I was happy with that one. You got anything else before we get to the movies?
I think that's it.
Okay, then we'll let you.
Oh, you don't let me start off? Okay.
List.
Well, let's see. So we didn't do a podcast last month. I have a lot of things I'm not even going to mention. Like I said, I've done a lot of rewatches.
Yeah.
So let's back it up a little bit. The Neon Demon, I watched that. Have you seen this movie?
I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Probably the year it came out. So it's been a while.
I was kind of disappointed in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype about it. I mean, it's probably more akin to like A24 in a way. And those sort of elevated horror movies, I guess you would say.
Elevated horror movies.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Borderline.
Yeah.
Have you
more of a thriller than a horror movie?
Yeah. So I was surprised. I was like, is this even going to be on Slasher? So on a social media app called Slasher, that's how I keep up with what horror movies I've been watching. So sometimes you can go on there and search for a movie and it may or may not show up. For the most part, they mostly show up. But Borderline, I thought it was different.
I like it.
Borderline, I'm trying to remember like what so you have a famous singer, really pretty, and she has a stalker, and he's crazy, and he's in love with her, and he starts hallucinating every person he sees. He thinks it's her, and he goes and invades her house, and it's just crazy stuff.
Yeah,
so
Samara Weaving.
Yeah. Here's a good one that's new. I was surprised. Mother of Flies. Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
It was okay. It was different. It's a witch movie.
It's the Addams Family. Not that, but there's.
I was like, family.
Not
adding up. The wrong Addams Family.
Right. These movies are made by an actual family. They're all related. so they all make these movies. This is like maybe I don't know, maybe the fourth or fifth maybe movie.
Like a real family.
Like a real family.
When you're saying Addams Family,
they are because that's their name. The Addams Family. But they make these movies together, and they.
You're right. At the very beginning of the movie, I did see like an Addams Family production or something.
Yeah. And, and so what they do is they're pretty successful. They're all on Tubi, so it's pretty good. I mean, for low budget, it's really low budget. And again, it is literally a family making a movie, which they've all done. But I mean, the storyline was pretty good.
I think it's worth watching. I think you can check that one out on Max right now. That was called Mother of Flies.
Is that on Max or Shudder?
I feel like it was on Max, but it could also be on Shudder.
I know it's on Shudder, but it could.
I think I really feel like I watched that one on Max, but if not, it is on Shudder for sure. Here's a silly little movie that it was better than what I thought it was going to be, but I'm going to mention it because it just came out last year's Death of the Unicorn. You seen that one?
I have.
Did you like that one?
It was okay.
It was better than what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it was okay. Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega. I can kind of see why it didn't do that well.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better.
I mean, it's watchable. Yeah, I didn't hate it or nothing like that, but
it's different.
Yeah.
He did a rewatch of the movie Clown.
Wow. Yeah.
Just Clown. Tracy had never seen this movie. I was like, man, I forgot how good it is and how dark it is. It's a really, really good take on a clown character. I'm rocking my my dolls kill clown. You know, I love my clowns, but this is a really good clown movie. It's just Clown. If you haven't seen it, I think this one's on Tubi right now.
I'm sure it is.
Like here's my big list. I'm gonna save that one to the last. Right. But I'll tell you about this franchise thing that I've been doing in a minute. So I thought it'd be fun since there's not a lot of great movies right now. I'm like, what if I watch take a really good franchise and just watch the movies back to back? Mm-hmm. I started on Hellraiser. I got to part 2. Mm-hmm. And made it to part 3. After part 2, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this entire franchise.
Well,
it's hard. It'd be hard.
I mean, yeah,
it's hard.
I like Hellraiser as a whole. I mean, there is a drop off after 2. And maybe the rest of them are a little bit more hit or miss.
Have you seen all of them?
I've seen every single one of them.
Okay.
Okay. And I mean, it goes everywhere. They go to space. I mean, it goes here. I mean,
they do go to space.
Yeah, they even go to
space. So it gets a little sci-fi.
When franchises go to space, a lot of times it doesn't work.
Why do they always go to space? Like Jason went to space. Like why space? Because you're running out of things to do on Earth.
Probably. But the problem I think with it is because I think Miramax owned it there, and when they were doing those sequels, I think they were just spitting them out, to make them. And I think some of them, I know especially there toward the middle or maybe closer to the end, they were even just like getting scripts that had nothing to do with Hellraiser, and then plopping Pinhead into it. Like Deader, for instance, is an example of that. I actually like the movie, but
what movie is it?
It's called Deader.
Deader?
Mm-hmm. It's more of like a gothic tale, but as a Hellraiser movie, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, but it's more or less about these group of people bringing people back to life, really, than it is about Pinhead. So they just really sort of incorporated Pinhead into this story. Okay. And then there was one called Hell World about a video game. And then after the main guy, I can't think of his name, who does Pinhead. I keep want to say Claude. That's not right. Clive Barker.
Clive Barker. No, Clive Barker is not the actor. He's the director. What is his name? Doug Bradley. Boom.
Bradley. After he left the franchise, they did one that was absolutely abysmal.
Oh, really?
Absolutely abysmal. Like, oh my God, terrible. The next one they did was actually pretty good. It was decent. And then the last one they did was on Hulu, which I kind of liked that one too. It wasn't bad. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be pleasantly surprised because it is definitely hills and valleys with that franchise. So, you might.
So it's harder to do than what you think it would be. You're like, okay, I want to watch a franchise. Let's watch them back to back. It's really fun doing that too, but you pick the right franchise, pick the right one.
Yeah.
So after Hellraiser Part 2, I was like, okay, so let's pick another one. So you know what I decided to watch? I thought this would be a fun franchise. So we just started the first film last night. Is Insidious.
Insidious is a good franchise.
I do really like it when the franchise is kind of like Scream. You have the same cast and it's the same story and just picks up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Hellraiser Part 2 did that.
Hellraiser Part 2 did that, but like I said, after that,
so
really, I mean, Ashley Lawrence is back in one of the other ones, but I don't even know if she's even playing the same character. I mean, like seriously, it isn't a lot of continuity after that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Insidious, what I remember, I love Insidious. I love it. The first one, second one I saw in the theater. So the only ones that I have seen is Part 1, Part 2, and then the one that just come out where the kids are grown.
Okay, so
I can't remember what that one's called.
The Red Door.
Red Door.
So the thing about the other ones are they're prequels. They still are connected though. The ones that you haven't watched, I assume. They're still connected, but they are prequels. So you're not going to get that same exact story. But you are Lynn Shay. Lynn Shay is and stuff. So
yeah, she's the what would you call her? The
paranormal person,
special person or whatever. Okay,
things,
she's the sister of the owner of New Line Cinemas. Yeah.
Yep.
She's been in a ton of horror movies. She's actually a really good actress.
She was in 911 Elm Street.
Yeah, she was. She was the teacher, right?
That's right.
So I don't know if there's anything else. Here's another one. This was not this. I don't know if this is even classified as a horror movie or not.
I wouldn't classify it as horror.
The Voyeurs.
The Voyeurs.
The Voyeurs.
Yeah.
The Voyeurs. No.
Not really. I mean, I like the movie, but it's not.
I thought it was a good movie. It reminded me a lot of Bone Lake. Did it remind you of Bone Lake?
Well, maybe.
Kind of like the whole, like the couple and drawing them in. And
right.
Because this is the month of love, because it is February, I had to do a rewatch of Hard Eyes.
I think I was watching that as well.
Yeah. He was watching it when I came over. So it's the month of February. Hard Eyes, it's good movie. It's underrated. You know what? CreepyCon, one of the best cosplayers, was a couple that came over to our booth, and they had the whole Hard Eyes get up, and it looked good. They made their mask and everything, and we were like, Hard Eyes, that's awesome. And they were like, thank you for knowing who we are. I was like, this is at a horror convention, and people don't know who Hard Eyes is. Kind of bad, just saying. But anyways, so the biggest thing that I have going on from movies, apart from TV shows, is I have been talking about this for a while on the podcast. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I finally did it. I binged watched all the Scream movies back to back.
It's a Scream. All right.
I am so excited about this. Okay, just to back it up, if you guys didn't hear before, I had only seen Part 1. I had watched the last two, which would have been fifth and sixth.
1, 5, and 6. Then you went and watched 2, right? At some point.
I watched bits and pieces of it when we were traveling.
Okay.
Bits and pieces of it. I remember we were traveling for a convention, and the bits and pieces I saw, I was like, this is good. I keep saying I'm going to do this. I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Why did it take me so long to watch these? I don't know why I didn't watch Part 2. I cannot believe it took me this long, being a horror fan that I am. I am like this huge like Scream fan, like years and years and years later.
Better late than never.
I will tell you that I've seen the first one so many times, but things that I didn't know is that movie is so full of Easter eggs.
Of all the movies I've ever watched in my life, I would probably have to say I've watched Scream more than anything.
Really?
Ever.
So I bet you know all the Easter eggs, don't you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of them.
You know a lot of them. All right, let's rattle some off for shits and giggles. So,
what do you mean, like whenever
some things you found in the movie? So there's a lot of hints on who the killers is.
A lot of hints.
There's a lot of hints. If you notice, they have the same boots. There's a poster on the wall. And it's about a song, and the song has something to do with like pears or something. Just little shit like that. A lot of hints. One thing I can't believe I didn't pick up on this before, but you can tell who is who because of their slashing style.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice that?
How do you say? How do you think?
The slasher.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them goes like this.
Like this. Yeah. And
Look, if you can't see me and you're listening to this podcast, you got to pull this up just to watch this. That's one of them. I think that's what's the killer's name?
Stu and Billy.
Yep, it'd be Stu. That was Stu.
Stu.
And you notice when he invites everybody to his house for the party, he's like, "Oh, you're coming over there," and he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, it's him. That's him." You have no idea. This movie is so full of Easter eggs. After I watched them, I did go on YouTube, and I was like, I want to know all the things. And there's so many things. I never even realized that was Wes Craven that had a cameo in there as Fred.
What did you call me?
Yeah. The principal, I didn't know that in the original script that was, spoilers, by the way. I'm sure everyone's probably seen this before, but I didn't know that the principal, he was actually not supposed to die in the original script, but when they got to page 33, they're like, oh my God, there hasn't been a killing. Guy kill somebody. So his Happy Days jacket was hanging in the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Did you know all these?
Yeah, I knew that. Yes.
Okay. I think you know all of them, but super fun. Go on YouTube and just watch these Easter eggs. I mean, it's just so much fun. All the secrets of Scream. There was a lot of things on there I didn't know. I had no idea that they changed everyone's script. They all had different scripts. So even the cast wasn't 100% sure of who the killers were.
Well, I knew that they did that in part 2, but I didn't know they did that in part 1.
I didn't know they did part 2. I knew they did in part 1. But I was like, oh my God, that is so smart. So smart. So I am super pumped about part 7 coming out.
Yeah. So run through them because you watched them all.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really talked about them. I've talked about all these movies before because it's probably, it definitely is my favorite franchise as a whole because it's the only franchise that I feel like completely cares about the characters and where it's going.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, there is no cash cow here as far as the movie making, and again, we've talked about so many different franchises before, and there's a lot of great franchises, but there's just so very few that literally stick the landing every time. Don't jump the shark. And this is the one that they, it's about horror movies and they care about horror movies, and it's all a meditation on horror and everything. So it just sort of lends itself to just progressing in that sort of way. And they've tried some different things, and some things have worked and some things haven't, but at the same time, there is always a level of care I feel like that's taken into all of these movies. So one, we've talked about it before. Obviously, it's one of the best horror movies ever made.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
I would say the best horror movie that came out of the 90s, hands down.
Yeah, and it was like one thing Tracy's always said. He's like, I love Scream so much when it first came out because it was the first slasher that had come out in a really long time. It kind of brought the slasher back, and there's been so many movies since then that they're Scream ripoffs.
Oh yeah,
it is inspired so many movies.
When you make that much money, it's going to happen. And the thing about Scream is it stayed in theaters for so long. Like it was one of those movies where they kept bringing it back because there was just that much, audience to come and watch. So.
I believe it. I would love to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, it was really wild because I do remember watching it in theaters, and I'd seen the poster and maybe the trailer, but I really didn't know much about it at all. And you kind of go in and that opening scene, you go, whoa,
right,
this is something different.
Yeah,
So.
we were just talking about it earlier. The MPAA, I didn't realize that they pick that script apart, especially that first opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you need to refilm it. And Wes Craven was like, well, unfortunately, we only got the one take, which is a big fat lie. And they let it pass. So, and
they did.
We had talked about this before. I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, they did, but then they forced them to cut whenever. But so what happened was they did sneak it into a VHS copy. So if you have like the VHS copy that has all the characters on it, that's the one that they cut. But if you have the one that has like either Drew or Courtney or what's her face, all the three of Nev Campbell, all those three, if you have any of those, I think all those are the ones that are the director's cut that does have the gore in the beginning with Drew Barrymore's boyfriend rolling out, and also her in the tree, and a few other little things in there added. Because after that, they cut it. So if you don't have that VHS, you have to track it down. Now, I've got an overseas DVD copy of it, but there is no like Blu-ray really, unless it's overseas that I know of. So all the stuff that gets released here in America, it's all the cut. I mean, it's not super long. I mean, it's just little seconds at a time, but still, it's kind of annoying. Yes, that they like cut.
Yeah. I know it's so much. You almost can't even tell a difference. I remember when we talked about this on the podcast, Michael Flynn he was like, I was dying to know the differences. So he actually went and looked at the differences after he listened to our podcast and texted me. He's like, it was just a little bit more gory in the very beginning scene, but it drives me crazy when they want to take these things out.
But the first thing I had was that VHS, and I'd watched it so many times that when I went and upgraded to DVD back in the day, when I was watching, I was like, there's something missing. It just seemed different. Because I hadn't seen it so many times. Yeah. So part two, you liked it? Part two?
Yes. So, when I went and watched part 5 and part 6, I knew what was going on because you got a whole new cast. They're introducing this new cast.
I remember you were a little bit mid on it. You're like,
because I didn't know the whole story.
Right.
Like I remember back in October, we saw a lot of horror movie merchandise, and back in October I set up at Slaughterhouse's gift shop, and I had a lava lamp, a Scream lava lamp, and I remember it was green and it had Ghostface on it or whatever, and my friend Jeffrey was like, that's the Stab Ghostface, because Jeffrey used to work at Spencer's. And I was like, what is a Stab Ghostface? Like, I didn't even know what it was.
Right.
So I had no idea until I watched part 5 and 6 that there was this whole Stab franchise within the movie.
Yeah, movie within the movie.
Had no idea. So I was a little bit lost on that. But once you see part 2, it's funny how they do part 2. Like you have Jada Pinkett Smith in there and everything. Oh, it's going to be just like how they did Drew Barrymore and they kill her off at the beginning. I love that scene, though. It was so chaotic and everybody wearing the Scream, costumes, and she gets murdered like right in front of everybody. I mean, just so good. It's so good.
I mean, 2 to me is on par with 1. It really is a great sequel. It hits a lot of the same beats, but it's its own. It's its own movie.
It is its own movie
because it really has a lot more stuff to say too. And I love how they dissect sequels and stuff because it is a sequel and just kind of go with that. But I mean, I think it works really well.
And I love how they continued with Randy's rules. Here are the rules to the to survive a horror movie. And in the beginning, he's sitting on the couch. He's like, Jamie, turn around. Ghostface is behind him, and his real name is Jamie.
Which is so meta. It's like meta upon meta. Yes,
it's so good. It's so good. So part 2, moving on to part 3. Trying to remember. Let's see, because I watched literally like all these back to back, so I don't want to get them mixed up. I was surprised. So, spoilers, there's going to be spoilers here. I was really surprised that Dewey stayed on as long as he did, Dewey's character. And he was originally supposed to get killed off, right?
Yeah, in part 1.
Part 1, but I think everyone loved him and his character, and so they kept him on for a really long time.
Yep.
That was kind of sad. It's sad when you get to know like these characters and then they kill them all.
Yeah.
It always sucks. Part 3. Refresh me on part 3 because I know you've seen these a gazillion times.
Part 3,
I think I'm
Courtney's bangs. I'll tell you that Courtney's bangs.
Oh my God, the bangs that drive me crazy.
That's and it's where they're on the movie set. So they're on the movie set and they're trying to make the movie, and they have all the actors portraying them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it's a lot about Stab.
A lot about Stab. Yeah.
And part 4 was really a lot about.
Well, did you like 3 at all?
I liked all of them.
Yeah, but
I think
I
it was
love them
either
all.
3 or 4 that was my least favorite, and I can't remember which one it was between the two. Well, I'm trying to think who the killer is in this one, and I'll tell you exactly which one was my least favorite. Kind of hard to see their faces, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my cheat sheet over here.
So I'll tell you, in 3 there was one killer.
Okay, so this was my least favorite then.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't remember a whole lot about this one specifically.
It's also my least favorite.
Okay, I can see why, but it's still good though.
It's still a good movie.
Mhm.
It's just they leaned in a little bit hard with the comedy on it. Kevin Williamson also didn't write it, which I think hurt it a lot. I think the thing that it kind of got a little bit supernatural too, in a sense, almost. The thing that probably bugged me the most was the voice changing thing, where where the Ghostface was now talking like other people.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that kind. So again, they threw a bunch of stuff at a wall, but they were at the same time still kept the story moving forward, the momentum going, and sort of did a lot of things that were necessary to make it. Like I said, I don't think it was still phoned in. It just. It did take a little bit of a different pace because of, Wes still directed it, but Kevin, again, did not write the script. So
that makes sense.
It was a little bit different.
Now, did you know what inspired him to write Scream?
The Gainesville Ripper.
The Gainesville Ripper. That was another thing that I did not know. And I was like, I hadn't even heard of the Gainesville Ripper. I hadn't even heard of him. And of course, I had to go and pull up a documentary and watch that. I was like, I want to know.
Pretty rough.
Like, oh, God, so brutal.
It's actually worse than the movie.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. So, super brutal. I think I watched it on like YouTube. They didn't have any really, really good documentaries about him. But the Gainesville Ripper, that is what inspired him to actually write the story about Scream. So it's a real life horror. I thought it was great. Of course, he took it and just
I don't think we should be based on a true story here, but yes, it was an inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like I'm still kind of like mixing part 3 and part 4 together.
So there was a big lapse of time because 1 made so much money, 2 made so much money, 3 did it. I don't think it made as much money, and I think it also wasn't as critically acclaimed. So they took a big break between that one and 4. So it was quite a bit of time there. When they made 4 is more about, it's got her, but it's also got her cousin.
Oh, okay.
The other kind of introducing a whole new cast.
Yep. Yeah.
In a way.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that's the girl. I was like, I had the cast is like so amazing in all these movies. I can't remember her name, but she was American Horror Story and Scream Queens and
Emma Roberts.
That's her name. You're so good at these actors. How do you keep up with them? So part 5 and part 6 was ones that I had watched. Do you know that I was like, have I seen this before? Have we watched this before? We had. I just wasn't in tune with the story.
Right.
So it was so hard for me to just love it as much as I should have when the first time I watched it. So
after Scream 4 was the last movie I'm pretty sure that Wes Craven did before he died.
Yeah.
So there was no more screams for him to do. And then it laid stagnant for a very long time. And but obviously there was a big fan base for the franchise, and eventually Radio Silence got the call, the guys who did Ready or Not. And I think what they did with 5 was good. can you ever replicate Wes Craven
Right.
and Kevin
Right.
Williamson? I don't think so, but be that as it may, and there's a few maybe points I could pick apart with 5, but I think overall it's a very good homage to the franchise and Wes.
And I love it how they even named one of the characters after Wes Craven. I thought that,
Right.
and
then they killed him, and then they had a party, and they had it, and they said for Wes.
yeah,
And they also brought back a lot of different people. Like, I don't know if you know, but the principal was Drew Barrymore that was announcing, and the guy with the flame thrower was actually Stu.
Did not know that.
He was the one that did the voice for the flamethrower one, and he was And there were, I think, maybe some other people, other cast members that were there that doing the 4 West too. So it was definitely a big send off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said Stu, you jogged some of my memory. What I'm telling you, I went down the rabbit hole. I really went down the Scream rabbit hole for reals. So Matthew Lillard, so he just so happened to be with his girlfriend while she was auditioning. He was sitting in the waiting room. He wasn't even supposed to audition for Scream. Did you know this?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know this? Oh my God. It's a big deal. So Matthew Lillard was with his girlfriend. She was auditioning for another part, and he just so happened to been there. And they were like, "Hey, do you why don't you try this?" And boom, he did it, and that's how he got cast.
Nice.
I was right place at the right time.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And I don't think you could get a better character because
I don't think anyone else could play that part.
I don't think so. He's very special. I love him as an actor too.
He did a cameo in part 2. Did you see that? It's a blink and you miss a cameo.
Is it a party?
Yeah,
and
in the sorority thing, he's back there.
Yes,
back, yeah.
I only knew that because I didn't notice it during watching the movie, but I did see that on like one of these YouTube videos. So I told you I went down the rabbit hole for it.
But he's been an avid supporter of Scream for a long time, and there's always been this stuff about is he dead, even though obviously he seemed pretty dead. But anyway, so you've watched the Filth and Wind and 6 one and everything. So now, what do you think about this franchise?
So have you seen the trailer of 7?
Yeah.
I haven't watched a trailer because I'm like scared. I hate watching trailers sometimes because I'm scared it's going to give something away.
I've only seen the very first trailer.
Like a teaser?
I mean, maybe, yeah. That's all I saw. And I kind of have been staying off of that sort of social media stuff. But,
I don't want to know.
A couple of Scream groups, but I've not been looking at anything that their theories and all the stuff that they come up with.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's why I don't even watch trailers. And it's really sad. That's one thing I liked about Longlegs so much. We talked about this because they didn't give anything away.
Right.
But did you see Matthew Lillard in Part 7's teaser trailer?
I heard him. Yeah, you don't see him. You just hear the voice.
You just hear the voice. Okay,
but we already know that all these characters are coming back.
Yeah.
And I told you what my theory is.
Yes.
It's AI. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. And that's just me. I've not read anything. I have no clue. But that's my theory.
AI's the thing.
It's the thing.
You're on to something, probably.
And Scream is known for being on the cusp of technology. So,
yes, 100%.
That's where I'm at with it. But yeah, there's a lot of people coming back. So see how it goes. But Kevin Williamson is directing, and which is interesting. I mean, obviously he's a great writer. Not known for directing a lot of things. He's done a lot of pilots and stuff since though. But the movie he did was Killing Miss Tingle back in the day. So, but he loves this franchise. So hopefully it's going to be.
Yeah, it's almost his baby.
I would say to a degree, it's his baby.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I think that nobody else would probably. Once the Radio Silence guys left, this is the best.
Now,
choice.
did he direct with Wes?
He never directed any. But
he never directed any of them. Oh, I thought that he co-directed some of them. Okay,
no, but he was on set, so obviously he sort of definitely picked up a lot of things. I'm sure. Sure. Wes directed 1 through 4, and then Radio Silence did 5 and 6. So.
Okay.
This is technically the third director that they
Radio Silence. What are they known for?
Ready or Not.
Oh, Ready or Not. You just said that. Okay.
Abigail.
Okay.
Abigail, yeah.
Oh, I can totally see that now. I can pick. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so pumped about part 7, guys. I'm so pumped about it.
Me
And
too.
if you happen to be in Evansville, Indiana, at the very tail end of the month, come to the Evansville HorrorCon, because instead of having an after party, we're not having an after party. We are going to the movies and we are going to see Scream 7.
Good call.
You might be sitting in there with Devin Sawa and some Jack Osborne, some really cool people watching Scream 7. It's going to be a blast.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to the theaters myself to watch it. So.
Yes. So, I mean, apart from this, the only thing else I've been watching, I did finish Welcome to Derry. And there's a new show I think we haven't talked about on the podcast, but it's a newer show called The Beauty.
Yeah, that's on my list. I've been watching that.
We just started watching it. I think there might even be a new episode that I haven't seen. But it kind of reminds me of The Substance a little bit.
It's very substance-ish, yes.
Yeah, I'm still don't love it yet, but I don't think it's quite taken off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I still have a lot of questions.
It's pretty decent. I like it. I like the gore.
Happening?
I like. I mean, yeah, like you said. I mean, you will be reminded of that movie a lot when you're watching the show. But I think it's based off a comic book or something. So
oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's from the guy who made American Horror Story, so it kind of has that same flavor and the same vibe to a degree. And some of the same characters too.
Ashton Kutcher's character, he's on this yacht or whatever. I haven't figured out who she is. I don't know if she's the mom or the aunt or who she is. The older lady with the short hair, and she's standing over him talking to him while he's in this little jacuzzi or pool or whatever. And she's like, every night, I hope you die or something like that.
You don't know that.
No.
Oh, so yeah. Okay. I think you might be 1 or 2 episodes behind.
Am I 1 or 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
I picked up on her voice immediately. She was the one of the main characters in Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet, yeah.
Do you remember, did you recognize her?
Yeah.
I was like, it's her voice. She's like the sexiest, prettiest voice ever.
Yeah.
So pretty. Love it. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah. So what do you have on your list?
It's good. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I've been watching that. Well, the first thing I did was I kind of after Christmas and into the 1st of January, I revisited all the Friday the 13th, that franchise.
Okay.
And
all of them?
Every one of them.
How many are there?
There's well, if you count Jason versus Freddy, right?
Right. That still counts, I think.
Then there's 12.
Okay. 12.
So there technically should be a new one to make 13, right?
That's why I was like,
you would think. No, I watched every single one of them. And again, this is a series. I do love the series, but it is a little hill and valley too.
Mm-hmm, of course.
It does have some that probably could have used a little more finesse. Nothing really changed in my liking of it. I feel like 1's still great. 3, 6 is still one of my favorites. Still don't care for 5 that much.
I don't remember 5. Is it Manhattan?
No.
What is 5? What is it?
5 is... Spoiler alert, it's the Jason that wasn't Jason.
Jason. I'm like, Jason that wasn't Jason.
Yeah, it wasn't Jason. It was an imposter.
I don't even know if I've even seen that.
Oh.
Maybe I'm sure I have. I'm sure I have, but it's so damn bad I couldn't even remember it.
That's part 6 I love. And I'm trying to like Jason Goes to Hell a little bit better. I mean, I was really disappointed when I first watched it because I'm like, where's Jason? But
Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like it a little bit better.
What about Jason X? Do you like Jason X?
Jason X.
That's what Tracy was saying. The exact same thing. He was like, a lot of people like.
A lot of people don't like that movie. They think it's crap. But I think, and space movies are typically pretty bad. But I thought they did great with it. I mean, it's pretty innovative. It's got one of the best kills in the franchise.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
It absolutely does. And it's just a lot of fun. I think they have a lot of fun with it. It's in the wake of After Scream, so everything is a little more meta,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it works. I think it works pretty well. Obviously, Jason vs. Freddy is a good one. I
still love that movie. A lot of people don't like it, but I do like it. I've always liked it, and I'll rewatch it again.
I mean, people wanted it for so long. I mean, come on, you got what you wanted. Why not? You know, I mean, it's I don't know how it could have been done another way to make
I don't
really
know either.
love it. But
The first time you ever saw that movie, I don't think I've ever asked you this. First time you ever saw it, who was you rooting for? Was you rooting for one of them?
I sort of, I was like, maybe Freddie. But the thing is you can't ever have a
You
winner.
can't.
And they
You can't.
and they knew that, I guess. And so you sort of get a little cheated there at the end with that, because there is no victor really.
Yeah.
But there is no way to make. You couldn't do it because you'd make half your base happy and half of them miserable. So So they probably did it the smart way, honestly. I mean, let's be real. And the remake is good too. Overall, I like it. So obviously it's in limbo now, and who knows when and if we'll ever get a part 13. But
they need to. Hello.
Yeah.
The 13th. I mean, that's crazy. Now, if Ghostface in part 7, if he shows up in space.
Well, now there was talk that Scream 7 could get pulled. The release could get pushed back because it's weird. I don't even get the So Fun World, and if you know the story about the mask, how they came about with it, it was Fun World. Well, here we are, how many years later? 30 years later.
Yeah.
There's some other company saying that they made the mask.
Oh, Lord.
And they own the right. And I'm like, 30 years later, this is so weird.
That's crazy.
And how convenient that it's coming out just as this movie. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to affect the movie premiere at all.
I hope not.
But there is a little talk about it, but I probably.
That's so crazy. 30 years later. And
I just remember 30 years ago, I made a. That's crazy. I did a little watch of a little indie movie called Video Shop Tales of Terror. It's an anthology from 2023.
Yeah.
Kind of a mixed bag, little long, it's over 2 hours, but there are some good ones in there. And I say it's worth a watch just because there is an Evil Dead homage in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That is kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like it's really, really good. I mean, again, some of them are like, take them or leave them, but I was really impressed with it. So,
okay.
I mean, I'd say worth a watch for that one.
Okay.
So I did watch, what's it called? From the Darkness. That's not what it's called, is it? Escape from the Darkness? No. Tales of the Darkness.
Tales from the Dark Side?
No. From Inside the Dark. It's that documentary. Remember I showed you or pointed you toward the documentary of the 80s?
Oh, are you talking about the shit?
Yes. That one. And I didn't write this down, and I can't
Satanic
remember.
No.
It's this whole 5-6 hour documentary. Remember they did 3 different parts.
Oh, it's on. You're talking about on Shudder.
The Darkness. It's something. The Darkness.
I think it's just the Darkness.
It's something. There's something there. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, they're doing that one for the 90s now.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. So
well, I watched every single one of those, and they're long.
They're really long and really informative, and I guarantee you'll pick up some movies that you had never seen before.
Oh yeah. I think I even did that on the first one. I seriously think I had my notes.
Yeah.
We need to look it up.
In Search of Darkness.
In Search of Darkness.
In Search of Darkness.
It just boom, that light bulb.
I knew I'd finally get there.
Ding, 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 ding.
So anyway, I did watch the first part of the 90s. It's very good. And they had a bunch of movies. And one of the movies I put on my list was Meridian. Have you ever seen this one?
No, I've never even heard of it.
This is a full moon feature, full moon.
Yeah, of course.
So it's from the early 90s, and it's pretty good. I mean,
this In Search of Darkness has already come out for the 90s?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I can stream it on Shudder?
No.
It's not on Shudder.
I don't think it's on Shudder yet. It
Okay.
may be there eventually, though.
Okay. For some reason, I thought that was a Shudder original.
No, I don't think that.
No?
I don't think they're associated with Shutter. They did allow those first ones to be on there for a while, but I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if they're on there
I thought
now.
that was a Shutter thing. Okay.
No.
In Search of Darkness. So if you haven't seen In Search of Darkness, we're rattling on about it, but In Search of Darkness it's an extremely long documentary, but I was sucked in. I watched it from the start to the beginning, and they're about 2 hours or 4 hours.
4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5
long,
hours
each one.
each. There's like 3.
Yeah, 3 1. 3.
But it's one of those that you can start watching, you can pause it at any time, but it gives you like a really good idea for movies. It's a great documentary. So I'm really excited to hear about one for the 90s.
Yes. So there's
awesome.
there's a bunch, and I did watch a few other ones, but watch Meridian. It's again, it has that sort of old full moon feel.
Yeah.
Made in a castle kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But it has the girl from Boxing Helena in it.
Oh, she's going to be at one of the cons that I'm working. Yeah.
Awesome.
What is her name? She's real hot.
I don't know her name. I don't know her name, but
Sherilyn Finn.
Sherilyn Finn. Okay. Yeah. But they also use the like, you've seen Coppola's Dracula, right?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
You know in the graveyard when he turns into the beast?
Yeah.
All right. They use that suit.
Oh, no way. No way.
Because they had it left over, but they could use the suit, but they had to change the face. So that you'll see it and you'll be like, oh yeah, it looks
You'll be like, oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I recognize it.
Another one that kind of turned me on there was, and I think I heard this before, but Mirror Mirror. Do you know Mirror Mirror?
The movie?
Yeah.
Like with
No.
I was like,
It's horror.
there's no way that's what he's talking
It's
about.
a horror movie.
I would, you know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This is actually a franchise.
Oh.
So I watched 1 through 3. There's actually a 4th one I didn't get to, and it's kind of weird. Part 2, they're not great.
So what's Mirror Mirror about?
So it's just about this mirror that kind of possesses people, and whenever like you wish for things happen.
Okay.
And like some to other people,
Oh, okay. So I could see that there's more than one.
Yeah. So in part 2, Mark Ruffalo.
Uh-huh.
You know Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk and all that.
Oh yeah.
This is I think he made his debut, a movie debut in part 2.
Oh, no kidding.
And so he's in Mirror Mirror part 2.
So these are like from the 90s?
Yeah, and Mirror Mirror part 3. He's in both of them.
Oh,
as
wow.
different characters.
That is so crazy.
Part 1 has the old sheriff from True Blood. Remember that guy, Andy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And, he was also. I watched this not too long ago. He was also the villain in 8mm.
Yeah.
You remember what was he was what did they call him? They call him something Machine.
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah. He's good. I like him. Have you seen this one from 1993, The Vanishing?
Oh, I think so. To refresh my memory, but I'm pretty sure that I have.
Jeff Bridges, Keith Sutherland, Sandra Bullock.
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay.
I feel like I've seen it like in the last 10 years too.
This is actually the first time I ever seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like they played it a lot on the movie channels back in the day, back in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
No?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see it, but it's the first time I saw it. So
Okay.
I thought
Do you like it?
That is pretty good.
Okay.
It's more of a psychological thriller, I would
That's
say.
what I was going to say.
More
At
really.
first, I was like, is that, I guess it would be classified as a horror movie.
Because of the nature and the subtext, I would say, yeah, to a degree, but it's definitely more psychological than anything. But it's pretty good. Up next, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake, the new one that just dropped not too long ago.
I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
Curious on your opinion, but I have not heard good things. So,
Well, I mean,
but everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
I think the gore and stuff is good in it. I think if you're going for that, depending on what you're going for at the time of the movie. My problem with this movie is they cast the guy, and I don't know his name, the guy who, not that he ruined it, it was really the director, but the guy who ruined Halloween Ends. Corey. Remember Corey?
Yes.
He's the guy in this movie, and I as soon as I see him, I'm immediately annoyed. You know, it's
So funny.
and so he's there, and he's
Like, oh, great, it's this guy.
yeah. I'm like, I don't like it. You've ruined one movie. Come on, you're gonna ruin part to another one. You know, and but it's not just that. And and you've seen Song Not Dead, so you know how they play out and what they're kind of about. And this one isn't really any different, obviously, to a degree, because it's him dressed up as Santa. But the weird thing though is they not only they decided to make it Corey from Halloween Ends, but they also gave him like a Venom complex where like his inner voice is talking to him.
Oh,
yeah. Which I'm like, this is so weird.
but it is kind of weird. Yeah, but it has some good kill scenes.
I mean, the gore.
I'm like,
good.
if you're gonna have a crappy horror movie, I mean, you gotta have some good kill scenes, and the more gore, the better. Yeah. If you're gonna have a shitty horror movie, at least get something right.
Right? Yeah. So maybe worth a watch for that. But if you're in the mood for like something really awesome, I'd say. And again, if you liked Halloween Ends, maybe you'll love it. I don't know, because if you're in the minority, I would think.
I was gonna say.
I would think there are a few people who like very much all right, Anaconda.
My Anaconda don't.
They have that song. The song is in that movie. It is. Yeah.
Is it?
It is. Yes, it is.
I don't even realize that.
Yeah. So we've all seen the original Anaconda, Ice Cube, Jennifer Lopez, stuff like that. Yeah. Have a deal. And that's another franchise that's. Do you know any of the other ones?
No, I knew that there was other ones, but I haven't seen any.
I've seen a few of them. I don't think I've seen them all. I don't think so. I could be wrong. Anyway, so this is a remake, Anaconda, and
it's not bad.
Jack Black and Paul Rudd is the stars of the movie.
So it's funny.
I liked it. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. I don't think that doing a straight up sequel would have been that great and probably been the way to go. I think the way that they went, which was meta, which is maybe taking a play from Scream to a degree, worked, and it worked really well.
Okay.
So basically, what you have is them. They're kind of filmmakers, indie filmmakers. Maybe Jack Black's more of a failed filmmaker, and Paul Rudd's a little bit successful. And he's like, hey, yeah, I've got the rights to Anaconda. And so he brings him and some very, very small, like 2 people maybe.
So it's about them making a film about
Anaconda.
And he's like, I got the rights to the movie. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, there's a lot of twists and turns in it.
Okay.
But it works. It is funny. It's not horror really. Like,
right.
I mean, there's a few moments, kills or whatever, but it's not like horror. Some nice surprises that I won't give away, but I think it's worth a watch. I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, probably the best way to take that franchise.
I saw the first one in the movie theater, and you got this big snake that's animatronic or whatever the hell it is. But there was some creepy scenes in there. I'll never forget. I mean, I was pretty young when this came out. I remember the very end. It was Owen Wilson when he got ate up. Like you could see the shape of his body,
yeah.
And I was like, ooh. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, not creepy. It was kind of gross, but it had its moments. It was silly.
Yeah,
silly.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to throw the movies in there like that.
Right.
Got to throw some fun into it. Anaconda.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add that to my list actually.
Okay. Up next is We Bury the Dead.
We Bury the Dead.
We Bury the Dead. It's a newer movie.
I hope We Bury the Dead. I don't know what else you'd do with it.
I don't want to say zombie, but it kind of is. It's like this infected area where all these people just basically sort of just, I don't know, they didn't really, they're technically dead, I guess. They're all basically like, I don't know, molted or something. Like they're just like, but the weird thing is like some of them come back and some of them just don't. Some of them they came that way and they stayed that way.
Okay.
So the whole story is about this woman who's trying to go down in there to find her husband because her husband was in that area, and so she meets some people and problems along the way and all that stuff. It's an okay movie. I don't feel like it's nothing we haven't really seen before over all the sort of apocalyptic movies and TV shows and stuff, but decent little movie.
Okay.
Up next was Pig Hill.
Pig Hill. I don't think I've heard of this one.
Pig Hill it's a little indie, sort of indie film. Shane West is in it. Shiloh, I can't think of his last name. He's the guy from Evil.
You got me on Shane West. I've got to watch this now.
Right. Shane West has done a lot of low budget indie films, horror films.
Love that.
Shiloh, the guy from Evil Dead, the remake. He was the brother. I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, he was also in that one movie that we both like. It was Extreme. Dead Girl.
Dead Girl. Yes.
Dead Girl.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
So they're in here. So basically, the premise is it's about these pig people, like the sort of theory of these pig people that live in this area and they kill people or whatever. But you, as it goes along, there's a twist and you find
this
out what happens.
Up recently because I thought we had already seen it. I think it's because you might have posted on Slasher or something. I was getting it mixed up with another movie, but so is this good?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. It's a decent watch.
And it's Pig
Hill.
Pig Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Pig Hill.
Up next is Kill Your Lover.
Oh.
Kill Your Lover.
Sounds like a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
February movie.
Yeah, absolutely. This one was on Shudder. It's a pretty good movie. I liked it. There's you know how like some movies like you just nitpick, like there's just certain things that you go, well, this wouldn't have happened. Like I understand we're in a supernatural element right now, but this here definitely wouldn't happen. I'll give you an example. There is a scene where somebody is getting killed, and there's these other two people, and they're literally just sitting there watching it, and they're what I mean?
You're just like,
and then like afterward, then they freak out and leave the room. I'm thinking to myself, I don't think it would really be what's happening here. And there are a few moments in this movie like that where you're kind of scratching your head going, I don't know. But the concept I like overall. I think it's pretty low budget kind of a deal. It's pretty decent overall. I'd say worth the watch. But again, there's a few moments I'm like, come on, seriously.
Bad directing.
Up next is Primate.
Primate?
Mm-hmm.
Primate. Okay.
Primate's that new Ape movie that came out recently. You seen one Ape movie, you kind of probably see them all.
I hear you.
I don't really feel like there's nothing new here. I mean, if you like watching apes go ape shit, then I think it might be for you. I mean, which is fun, but
yeah.
So sort of, I mean, if you like a good probably thriller. I mean, there's some horror elements obviously when it gets wild, but you're not going to get super surprised or anything like that with the movie. So
yeah, when you see them all, sort of.
So yeah. I mean, not too bad.
Okay.
Return to Silent Hill.
So I really want to see this. Tracy's not a big fan of the first one. I love the first one. I loved it. I even owned that movie, and I had no idea at the time, because I'm not a gamer, I had no idea that it was even based off of a video game. How crazy is that? But I love the movie. I feel like it was a little underrated, but I don't really love the first one, so hopefully the second one is good.
That's probably why it is underrated, because it's based off of these super popular video games, and it doesn't really correlate with that with those games that well. And I think that might be the biggest problem with this one too, or maybe it's the opposite, but because it's really based on this new version of Part 2, I think, that came out, and I mean it's pretty good as far as like the effects and stuff. Now it's pretty CGI heavy, but I mean, I that's expected. I think the first one was pretty CGI heavy. So there's a lot of that, but there's a lot of monsters, and there's a lot of things coming at you pretty much constant. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, and of course all the familiars are there, they're back and stuff. I think the story is a little lacking though.
Oh, bummer.
I mean, compared to the first one,
compared to the first one,
it's it's not as complex. I don't feel like.
The first one too, like you kind of don't know what's happening. You kind of don't know what's going on. But it eventually unfolds. And
right.
So I told you I own this movie, and another thing I love about physical media is all the bonus features. This movie has really good bonus features, a lot of behind the scenes, and all these crazy characters. You have like the nurse and the big, whatever you call him, the hammerhead, and
Sledgehammer.
It's the same guy that he actually does several of the villains, and the behind the scenes is really cool for that movie. It's something, I don't know if you own that one or not.
I do. Yes.
Do you remember the behind the scenes? Maybe not. Maybe there might be something to go back and look.
I remember you talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, really? I talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So this one has no correlation. So now there is a sequel called Silent Hill Revelations.
Oh,
that does have a correlation to that movie.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize that it's not the same story. It's completely different.
No. The second one is it does continue.
Oh, okay.
Sean Bean is back, and
okay,
so it does continue that story.
Okay,
but now this new one, however, no correlation whatsoever with those movies at all.
Okay,
so it's a totally different situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I think being a fan, give it a watch for sure.
Okay,
but it does probably isn't as good as maybe we wanted it to be. Maybe. Up next, Iron Lung. Iron Lung is this new movie that's a big hit in theaters right now. It's a really low budget movie, kind of doing very well. Mm-hmm. The director is like the star of the movie. It's like it's a very independently made kind of a deal, but has kind of blew up a little bit. It's based on a video game too.
Iron Lung. Okay.
I don't know anything about the game. Never played it. Don't know anything about it. The movie itself, it's okay. I
feel like I've heard like I think I've read on some stuff about this one that it's not good. There was high expectations for it. And there's a lot of letdown.
There is some hype. There's definitely some hype out there about it that I heard.
I don't know what it's about.
I think my main problem with it is it's over 2 hours long.
Oh, that'd be hard for me.
Which is kind of rough sometimes. When you're doing independent film, it is sort of hard. But actually, when it gets to the end, now that the last part is the third act, I guess you would say, is good. It's really good, and there's a lot of blood. Matter of fact, that's a sticking point. They hold the record for the most blood.
Oh.
In a movie,
more than
Evil Dead remake.
No, you're thinking Evil Dead remake. It's back here. I was thinking Project Wolf Hunting.
Project Wolf Hunting, yeah.
That I think that had more blood than Evil Dead.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
remember I looked it up and everything.
Okay, well this one has I think 10,000 gallons more than Evil Dead did. So. Mm-hmm. And I think that was kind of the whole sticking point of this is what's going on. But the thing is that over the course of the first two acts, it's a lot of yelling. He's in this capsule, mm-hmm. and is like on this sort of blood planet and stuff, and he's looking for skeletons, ghosts. He's looking he's a prisoner, so he's yelling a lot. There's just a lot of drama through most of the first two acts. But again, once it gets there, mm-hmm. it's pretty good. The blood, the monster, everything, it works. It works pretty well, but again, it's really bad if you're pointing out him yelling, and I hate when characters do that. Well, it's just a lot of it. Even one of the Scream movies, I think it was even one of the Scream movies, Tracy had pointed out, he was like, she's too whiny. And I was like, yeah, she's pretty whiny. That's kind of can get annoying if somebody's yelling or whining or whatever, if it's over exaggerated. Right. So if you're pointing it out, I was like, ooh, he must be doing a lot of yelling. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of that. Up next, Send Help.
Oh, I've heard about this. Did you like it?
Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Evil Dead. Speaking of Evil Dead, Sam Raimi, director of Evil Dead, Spider-Man, and all that fun stuff, comes back with a horror thriller. I would say thriller horror adjacent.
Do I need to put this on my list?
Deal. I think you like it. It is a thriller, more of a horror movie. It's Sam Raimi, so Sam puts some horror scenes in the movie, but it's not a horror movie overall.
Okay.
And it starts out way nowhere near the point of horror or even tension or anything like that. But it starts out like she's in her corporate job, and she's kind of just like the low man on the totem pole, and nobody notices her. And actually, this new guy comes in as the boss, and he doesn't really like her and that kind of stuff, and kind of passes her over of everything. But then they all go on a trip, and then the plane, crashes, and they're the only two that survive. And there's a lot of twists and turns in it.
Okay.
I think it is enjoyable.
I've heard good things about this. So that's why I was like, do you think I'd like it?
Yeah, as a movie, it's pretty enjoyable.
Is this new? This is new too, right? That's what I thought. Okay.
Movie. Yeah.
Okay.
It's, again, if you're looking for straight horror, you're not going to find it. Even this isn't even as much horror as Drag Me to Hell, Sam Raimi's last.
Did he do? I love Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know it, never heard of it. I love it. It's super underrated.
Yeah. So, but I think you like it though. It does have again a lot of really good tension and twists and stuff, enough to really make you enjoy it. But again, it takes a little bit to get there, but it works. Up next, Night Patrol. Night Patrol's a new indie horror movie. It's got Justin Long in it.
Oh, Justin Long.
Yeah.
Speaking of Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
He's been popping up a lot here lately.
He does a lot of horror. He does a lot of horror.
He does a lot of horror. I'd love to see him in a convention because he does so many horror movies.
He does a lot, yeah. I would say this is an okay movie. I can't really know. It's about vampires in a way. I don't know if they're really vampires. They do come back from the dead though, but I don't know exactly what they are.
Zombie vampires that come back from the dead.
They're not. I don't know.
Some sort of monster.
Well, yeah. But it was decent. I didn't hate it. Yeah. And today I watched a movie called Twisted. Pretty decent little movie.
That's another new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I've seen it.
Yeah. It's about a mad scientist basically.
Is it good?
But it's got the girl from Terrifier, the lead, the lead girl from 2 and 3.
Oh, from 2 and 3. Okay.
From 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen her in anything else either.
She's in it. Alicia Witt's in it. There's a few other people that you'll recognize. The girl from another movie Justin Long's in, Jeepers Creepers, his sister.
Oh,
she's in it. Yeah.
I hadn't seen her in a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So it's pretty good. I mean, pretty good mad scientist kind of deal. So if you like that kind of,
like some crazy mad scientist.
Yeah. So we talked about the beauty and stuff. As far as TV shows, the only thing else I watched was The Burbs.
Oh, The Burbs! This is crazy. I've never seen.
You've never seen the original Burbs?
No,
Tom Hanks?
Never seen it. I'm like, I always thought it was like a goofy comedy from the 80s.
It is.
But it always shows up under the horror category.
Well, it's quirky. It is quirky, and it's.
I'm like, is it really a horror? It always shows up under that genre of horror. Always.
I'd say horror adjacent. I mean, you can't not exclude the horror part of it, I guess, to a degree. But yeah. So The Burbs, the show.
So this is a show you're talking about, not the movie.
This is a show.
Is it like the movie, or?
Well, I mean, it has the bare bones of that to a degree. Yeah, it's different though. It's not exactly the same. And I think that, I mean, once it got started, I mean, it got a little. I don't know. I think it felt like it was too clever. It was more clever than I thought it was.
Oh,
to a degree, because once you kind of figure out the formula, like, oh, okay, this is what's going on here, kind of a deal. I think my biggest gripe with it is that even though it is a series, it left on a cliffhanger, which I think, whenever you're in your first season, maybe probably not go too cliffhangery because you don't know if you're coming back or not.
Oh, right, exactly. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So
I hate those two. I hate cliffhangers.
Yeah. So I was like, I mean, it was okay.
And where's this streaming
It's
out?
on Peacock.
Oh, on Peacock. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have Peacock. I think.
Yeah. But other than that, the movie's better, I think.
Okay.
Overall. I mean, again, there are some funny stuff. Remember these, what was he called? The vampire from, I Know What You Did in the Shadows, the bald guy.
I know what it is. I don't.
You know, seen that show?
I mean, I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I know who you're talking about.
Well, he's hilarious. So like,
yeah,
and he's in it. He's in it, the show. But yeah, overall, it's just okay.
Okay. But definitely, I should watch the movie then.
Yeah, watch
it's
the
like
movie.
one of those, like, I'm like, yeah, it'd be fun. I like take some funny gummies and watch.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I
is
mean,
it like horror comedy?
I mean, the horror is more of a misdirection than anything. I wouldn't even say. Again, it's horror.
I wonder. I've
it's
always
horror
wondered.
adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably have to check it off your list.
Yeah,
but I mean, I think that's why it may be like a gateway to a lot of people who don't love horror. They're like, oh, Tom Hanks and blah blah, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's not. Again, I wouldn't go into it for the horror.
Okay,
but yeah,
noted.
Just to check it off your list again and more quirky. But anyway, that's all I got.
Okay,
which was a lot. But we've been going for a while.
Yeah. So we took a month off and we are back full speed. I was thinking about it. I was like, we started a podcast in 2021.
2021?
Yeah, 2021. I'm curious. I don't even know what month it is. But I'm like,
years.
I don't even know what episode we're on right now, guys. But man, we've had a lot of great interviews and it's exciting. I'm super excited. 2026. We've got a lot of cons coming up. Hopefully, I can meet some really cool people, get some new guests. Yeah, super excited about it.
All right, cool. All right, well, next month we'll have a new one. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
For sure. Stay tuned.
All right. Until then, you know what you have to do, right?
What do we have to do?
You have to stay hard. All right. Thanks.
Peace out.
Wow. That's hardcore.
Nothing harder.
Hardcore Horror with Mike and Bridget is a part of the Tennessee Horror Podcast Network.